All right, I think this is the last episode in the series of behind the scenes. Like, who the hell is Tam Dillon? What does she do? Why does she do what she do? How did she get into the path that she does? If you haven't watched any of the other episodes yet, I'd go back and watch them. They're great, highly informative. There's some my humor and my wit definitely shines through. And I explain why I'm doing the series. This is my business coaching homework. This is what you're bearing witness to, is the homework that was given to me in my business coaching for the month of March. And I'm going to make sure that my business coaches watch each and every episode, and not so that they can critique me, but so they can be like, okay, you did your homework. So this is me showing up for my business coaches. But also it's a really great way for you to get to know me. I mean, you watch my videos, you see my content, you've maybe had a virtual coffee with me, maybe you've been a client of mine, maybe you've known me for the last 100 years. Like, I don't know who's watching this, but you know me in some way, shape, or form, or maybe I'm popping up on your feed for the first time, and you're like, hey, is that pretty blonde girl? What's she all about? There's a whole series that talks about us, and there's, I think, 5 parts. I don't know. I need to go back and calculate. So the last one. Who is Tam Dillon? Who am I? Sure, that's like the largest existential question anyone could ask themselves in this lifetime. Like, who am I? Who am I? What do I want? And where am I going? If you want to explore the big questions, I'm your girl, man. Like, come have the big chats with me. I'm all for it. So, who am I? Well, clearly witty and funny, because I think my humor has definitely come out in this episode. I've laughed a fair bit while putting these videos together. It's been great. It's been very uplifting for me. But I am a cat mom of 3. I have 3 beautiful kitty cat children. If you've watched episodes of Critical Mass, if you watch some of my videos, you've likely seen at least one of my kitty cats. My boy comes and sits with me quite often. I did also foster some kittens last year, of which that's where my boy came from, was from fostering. And in some of the videos for Critical Mass and on my own, there's kitten chaos. Just, yeah. In fact, I think there's one video in Critical Mass where I have a kitten passed out in my arms, and all you can see is just the back paws sticking up. It's great. So clearly I'm kitten obsessed. Yes, I am a crazy cat lady with a ridiculous book collection, an insane tarot and oracle card collection, and I wear those like bad badges of honor, man. Those are my life goals. Be the crazy cat lady with an infinite book collection. If you want to hate on that, I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway because it makes me happy. So I am a cat mom with 3 kittens. I have my little boy, chin-strapped tiny cat, the gentleman, because he's just the perfect gentleman. He loves me to bits. I have Raven Firecat the Grey, who I mean, we have a love-hate relationship. She loves to love me, and sometimes she loves to just bite the shit out of me. So it really just depends on the day and the circumstances and how much love I've tried to inflict on her at the time. She's my oldest kitty cat. And then I have Penny Splodge Cat the Abundant. She is a tortoise shell kitten, and from what I understand, tortoise shells and calicos are supposed to be good luck cats. They're supposed to bring prosperity and abundance. Hence the name Penny and the Abundant. That's where that name comes from. And Raven Firecat the Grey, I was just like, man, she needs a cool like wizard name, like Gandalf the Grey, Raven Firecat the Grey, because she's regal and prestige and deserving of that. I'll pop up some photos on the screen so you can have a squizzy at my kitties, because they're, oh man, not just the cat. So here's my kitty cats.
You're my best friend. You're my best friend.
Aren't they just the kiddos? Aren't they just those little kitties? And that little bit of music in the background just made it all the more just loving and cute and wonderful. So yes, I'm cat obsessed. I am a scholar of spirituality and spiritual knowledge. If it is old and ancient and based in some kind of spiritual tradition, I am like a sponge. Give me. I want to know all about it. If you have a practice that I've never heard of before, I'm like, please, can I pick your brain? I want to understand it. That's why I have an extensive range of spiritual books that sit behind me. Also, I invariably sit here to do my recordings. If you're a client of mine, you usually see me sitting here because invariably I'm like, wait. I have a book for that. There's a book. Where is it? It's here somewhere. That's the only problem when you have a lot of books and you're like, oh my God, where's the book that I'm looking for? I also have clearly an extensive collection of tarot and oracle cards, and it's not because I have a problem, a slight one, but because I teach and I'm very enthusiastic about that craft. I've done an episode on being a professional reader, how I became a professional reader, why I have so many cards. It's because I teach and I still read professionally. So, I need the tools for my craft. Doctors have multiple scalpels. I have multiple card sets. I have not purchased all of them myself. I've purchased most of them myself, but some of them have been given to me as gifts. People know me well enough, and they're like, Tam, I want to get you a pack of cards. Which one don't you have? I'm like, hold on. Let me figure that list out for you quickly. It's easier to ask me, do you have this set of cards yet or not? And if I'm like, no, then cool, add it to my collection. If you're like, Tam, what do I get you? Because I think you're amazing. Buy me a set of cards. Buy me a set of cards or buy me a book on spirituality. Like, yes, please. But check first if I haven't got it already on my shelf. I don't have a hoarding problem. I don't have a shopping problem. I keep reinforcing that. So yes, I am a almost lifelong, because I feel like I've been living for the last 100 years and I've been exploring the spiritual path for the last 100 years. A near lifelong scholar of spirituality. Popped onto my path at the age of 14. If you watch the very first episode of the series, you'll know how I got there, and it was by watching episodes of Charmed. And I say that with all honesty and like sincerity. Charmed is how I am the person that I am today. So yes, a full-on scholar of all things spiritual. Have a wonderful sense of humor, and I absolutely love the work that I do. I love that I work within the spiritual realms. I love that I get to work with other spiritual practitioners and that I get to help them refine and become the best practitioner that they could possibly be. I find what I do incredibly rewarding. I don't have any specific hobbies, so to speak. I don't have a favorite movie. I don't have a favorite band. I don't have a favorite song. I'm unconventional that way. People are like, what's your favorite color, Tam? The rainbow. What's your favorite author? Actually, no, I do have a favorite author. I do actually have that is the one thing where I do have a favorite, and that is Terry Pratchett, because that man was funny as fuck. That man was an amazing writer back in his day. I love his books. So if I have a favorite something, and that is an author. For the rest of it, favorite song, my genres of music taste is as wide and varied as my spiritual knowledge base is, and as extensive as my card collection is. So I don't have a favorite genre of music. I listen to everything from old school 60s and 70s, like 90s rock, to like electronic hardcore trance, like you name it, I probably love it. Only music I don't like is country and Afrikaans music. I can't. I cannot get behind those two genres, and I don't apologize for it anymore. I'm just like, no, like you're gonna make my ears bleed, man. Like, why? It's just, yeah. So if you want to know what music I don't like, that is a very nice short list. Country and Afrikaans music, I can't get behind them, man. I am a South African native, born and raised. I was born in the city of Johannesburg, lived most of my life there. I've also had the esteemed privilege of living in the city of Cape Town. Cape Town is one of my favorite places in the world. I've also lived in Southeast Asia. I've lived in Hanoi, Vietnam, which is my other favorite place in the world. So, I have two favorite places, Cape Town and Hanoi, definitely my favorite, top of the list. I've also lived in Siem Reap in Cambodia for a minute. I've spent a bit of time in Thailand, and I now live in the US, currently in the upstate of South Carolina. With who knows, chat to me in a couple of months, I may be somewhere else. Nomadic lifestyle, I'm cool with that, man. I'm cool with the nomadic lifestyle. But currently, that is where I'm at. So I've lived on 3 different continents. I've lived in multiple countries. I've immersed myself in various different cultures. I don't speak multiple languages though, and I've been asked that question, like, how many languages do you speak? They heard I was South African. They were like, oh, cool. How many languages have you got? And I was like, English. I can say hello in a couple of different languages though. Like I can do that, but I'm not going to do it now because I can't think of hello in any other language right now other than English. So when I remember how to say hello in different languages, I will do an episode on that. But yeah, English is my language. Yeah, full on South African. I love the country that I come from. I love that I was born and raised in so much diversity of culture and language, even if I don't speak multiple of them. But cultures, language, ways of living, different traditions. I think it's really been such a beautiful addition to the knowledge that I have as a spiritual practitioner. And I think that's pretty much a nutshell version of who's Tam Dillon. I mean, there's so much nuance to that question. Like, if you want to know something else about me, drop it in the comments. Ask the questions. If the questions warrant me popping back on to add to the series, I will happily hop on and do that. The series has actually been incredibly fun to do. Jen and Ashley, thank you for the homework. Thank you for the homework for March. This has actually been great. So yeah, if you have other questions, who are you? How do you do this? What's this, that, and the next thing? Drop it in the comments, and I will happily pop on and add another video to the series.